It is estimated that over 30 million Europeans migrated to the United States from 1836 to 1914. With this enormous wave of people also came the greatest growth in production and standard of living the world has seen. Much of the country's growth derived from the agricultural business, which provided immigrants with a modest lifestyle and productive income for their families.
My great-grandfather came over from northern Germany as an immigrant traveling through Ellis Island, working his way across the United States as a teamster, arriving in San Francisco. He went to work for a gentleman named Charles Krug, who had a small winery, and after learning to be cellarman and making wine, he decided he wanted to start his own winery.
The warm days, cool nights here in the Livermore Valley, as well as the deep gravelly soils, it really reminded him of Western Europe and the home from whence he came, and so he brought the farming trade with him. He brought the culture of taking care of the land and recognizing that the sense of place really makes a difference when it comes to growing crops, whether you're growing vegetables or you're growing livestock, or what's ultimately kept us going and in business for 128 years is growing high quality wine grapes.
Family businesses have been making their mark all across the country for centuries. But despite the available opportunities, achieving longevity has shown to be difficult for many family businesses hoping to stand the test of time.
I think many businesses that are family businesses rarely make it past the third generation, but with careful planning and people who are passionate about what they want to do, I believe that's why we were successful in having a family business.
Today, there are over 100 family businesses that have been operating for a century or more, despite the economic downturns, shifts in technology, and other unexpected events that have spelled the end for many others.
Through the years, I think it's always challenging for a family business or any business to stay viable for 127 years. We've really had to embrace the change that's gone on, not only in the wine business itself, but in the economy and the world.
Loyalty, common values, and strong commitment have enabled families to be successful in business and allowed many to pass on traditions to next generations while creating new ones along the way. In the case of Wente Vineyards, they have also embraced a stewardship for the land that has been a founding pillar for the family's sustainable philosophy in business.
We're really proud of the fact that we have been family-owned for 5 generations, and I think there's a lot of things that have allowed us to do that. And for me, it's predominantly innovation and a sense of entrepreneurship and hard work.
We're farming land that my great-great-grandfather bought well before the turn of the century. So I think that's really the most underlying theme or the current throughout our family is the commitment to this sense of place. We're 100% estate grown, and we know that if you take care of that sense of place, take care of the soil, take care of the land, it'll take care of you.
Located in the historic Livermore Valley, 45 miles east of San Francisco, Wente Vineyards is the country's oldest, continuously operated family-owned winery. For more than 125 years, Wente Vineyards has maintained their leadership role in California winemaking and recognized as a premier wine country destination featuring wine tasting, fine dining, and championship golf.
So the Wente family has really been practicing sustainability since our inception in 1883, and it really starts with taking care of the soil and taking care of the overall ecosystem, and good healthy soils lead to good healthy grapevines, which lead to good healthy flavors in the wines.
Wente Vineyards blends traditional and innovative winemaking practices to create an outstanding portfolio of fine wines drawn from over 3,000 acres of sustainably farmed land in both the Livermore Valley and Arroyo Seco in Monterey, California.
In 1932, we put Sauvignon Blanc on the label, and in 1936, we put Chardonnay on the label, and before that, nobody was varietally labeling wines, and now the vast majority of wines that you see out in the marketplace are varietally labeled.
The lush gardens and rich, savory aromas of the restaurant at Wente Vineyards greet guests as they enter its classic French doors. The award-winning, locally focused menu reflects the Wente spirit of innovation and generosity, featuring dishes inspired by local ingredients and representing a contemporary California cuisine, each prepared with wine in mind.
I felt very strongly about incorporating as many things as we could in the restaurant that were estate-grown and sustainably farmed. What we did was develop a certified organic garden, so the produce and the herbs from our garden come into the restaurant daily, and it makes our menu very ingredient-driven.
Designed by golfing great Greg Norman, the course at Wente Vineyards is 18 holes of championship golf that plays through the rolling hills and grasslands of the scenic Livermore Valley. Certified by Audubon International as a cooperative sanctuary in 2010, the course contributes to the conservation of environmental resources and preserves the natural heritage of the game of golf.
It's about bringing people into wine country, engaging them by being out in wine country. Each one of the holes on the course is sculpted by vineyard and shaped, so you really are actively out in a working vineyard as you're playing golf.
Wente Vineyards, family owned and operated for 5 generations. For more information, please visit wentevineyards.com.